Let's do a little country-ish shred rhythm soloing rhythm fakery. So you can do rhythm and solo at the same time and be like, dude, I'm not soloing, I'm playing a song. Pfft. Anyways, Guitar Jams people, hello again. So today, as I've gone over already, rhythm soloing. Let's try it out. Maybe we'll make something musical in the process and have fun and not get yelled at for soloing all the time. Alright, click the links below. Everything's free at Guitar Jams. Woohoo! Alright, let's check it out. So, in this lesson we're going to take a couple chords. We got this D. We're going to do a C. We're going to do a C basically with a B note in the bass. And then we're going to go up to this drop D. So this low E string is tuned to D. And what we're going to do is we're going to play around these chords with open strings and other notes from the major scale. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep like a tempo like that going. I don't know what that is, beats per minute on the metronome, but get something like that going. Obviously, when you start out, you know, you can keep it real slow. But the point is to keep it rhythmic and sound like you're playing chords while you're doing lead work at the same time. So at least it's keeping down a rhythm and a melody that somebody could sing over. So you are playing, you know, kind of lead lines. But it's a real nice, you know, kind of a rhythm is being established. So you can play that on an acoustic and some guy's singing, or, you know, you do this singing or whatever. But keep it really rhythmic. So what we're going to do is, when you do these kind of riffs, make sure that your hand, I don't know if you can kind of see that, has a nice C shape to it. So what I mean by that is your fingers are nice and curved, so when you're hitting those open strings, they don't get muted out. Right? Always keep a real nice curve to your fingers and be playing on the fingertips rather than keeping it kind of flat. So what you can do is you can take this part of your thumb and scoot it a little bit farther back on the neck, and that allows your hand to come forward a little bit. Right? So, let's get on to the notes. So, we're going to take this D chord, and I'm going to play the D chord. I'm just going to be on the G and the B strings, 2nd fret G, 3rd fret B, with my 1st and 3rd finger. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to use my pinky to play some of these hammer-on and pull-off runs. So that first one is, you're going to hit the D chord, and then you're going to go and hammer on to the 4th fret G and pull off. So we got, and then you're going to pull off that 1st finger to the open G. So we got, and then you're going to immediately go up and catch that 4th fret D string. And then now we're going to go back to the 1st finger and pull off. And then back to the D string, I should say, 4th fret, and then G open again. So all together we got. Now we're going to go up to the D string, and we're going to do a little open string runs here. So we're going to hammer on from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret, and then back to that 4th fret. So we got hammer, 2nd to 4th, open G, back to the 4th fret D string. Right, so we're working our way through that D chord. So we got. Right? So let's get on to the next part. So we got. So that's hammer on 4, or it's 2 to 4 on the D string. Now we're going to catch that C note on the A string. Then we're going to come back with that first finger and pull off the D string, 2nd fret. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the B note on the A string. So we're going to go 2nd fret, hammer onto the 3rd fret, open D, back to the C note, pull off D, 2nd fret to open. I realize this is a lot of explanation, so I'm just going to keep going over it nice and slow, so it may sound like I'm fumbling all over the place trying to explain this, but if you just listen to it and watch how I'm picking here. Right, that's the first part. So the next part is the same thing. So instead of doing the, there we go. So we're just going to hammer on from the A 2nd to the A 3rd. And then we're going to hit an open G. Pull off the C note to the open. And then up to that low E 3rd fret. So we got. Right, so that's just an example of how you can make a basic chord structure, you know, basic rhythm to a song, and spice it up. So again, I'm just going to go and show you the different notes that I'm using, and then you can kind of create whatever you want. So what we got is the D chord again. And then all the notes you can choose from is, let's take the G string. So you got, so that's 2, 4, and open. 2, 4, and open. Right, which is the first part of that little riff. Now you also have 2, 4, and open on the D string. So we got. Right, so you can do that kind of a run. You can make it real simple. Whatever you want to do. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there. But, right? Now, out of this C chord, we can use the 3rd fret of the A, 2nd fret, or open. Go back down to those, and all those notes still applies. From down below here. Right, that's a good way to resolve. That sets you back up to that D chord. I just kind of make this an exercise of something I can practice while I'm practicing lead and rhythm at the same time, and at the same time I'm doing that, try to hit open strings in the runs without cutting them off with my other hand. Now you can see that sometimes I'm cutting those notes off, so you got to really work at keeping those fingers ringing out. So we have. There's a million variations you can do in that kind of a chord structure in a song. But again, you're just taking basic D, C, a little B in the bass, back to D and resolving. So just use those different notes that I've showed you and make up whatever you want, you know, but try to keep it at a nice rhythm, kind of like a. Establish what you want to be your rhythm. And then just throw the notes in there. Give that a shot. See what you can come up with on your own. As always out there, thanks for checking out Guitar Jams.